Hey, this is Judge White's bringing you another Destiny Guide video. In this one, we are going to be looking at strange coins and then Ascendant materials. I'm talking about Ascendant Shards and Ascendant Energy. Now, these are hard to pick up, and I consistently get asked, hey, how can I maximize these? How can I pick up the most? Is there a way to farm them? And so I'm going to go over this. I'm going to tell you how I ended up picking up these, because in the beginning, it was rough. I think I got 2 Ascendant Shards like my first 2 weeks of playing Destiny, and now I've been able to pick up quite a few more. So I want to share what I've learned about these items. So first up, strange coins. Strange coins are used to buy exotic armor and exotic weapons from Xur, and he's a vendor that shows up on the weekend. I've done a video on that. If you don't know about him, check out that video and it'll explain all that. But the best way to pick up strange coins by far is by completing a weekly heroic mission, and it's kind of a special one, and you'll see in the description it says there is a reward of strange coins. Now if you complete this weekly heroic mission on level 22, you get 3 strange coins. What some people don't realize though is that if you upgrade the level from a level 22 mission to a 26 mission, you end up getting 6 strange coins, and if you go to a level 28 mission, you end up getting 9 strange coins. And I want you to make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video, because I'll show you how to actually triple the amount of coins that you normally could get. But besides doing that mission, you can also get strange coins from decrypting engrams. So any kind of farming method, or just going through the levels, picking up, you know, those blue engrams, the legendary engrams. I've seen a lot of times those blue engrams actually get turned into strange coins. Now you also pick up strange coins from doing chest farming. If you run around, you know, you might find a strange coin in 1 chest out of 100 or something like that. You also find them occasionally even in golden chests. I've done golden chest guides for all the planets, and once in a while you'll find a strange coin in there. And then you also get it as a reward on some missions besides that weekly heroic mission. Sometimes, you know, when you get that end scene, it'll give you hey, you got this blue engram or this blue piece of equipment. Sometimes you'll get a strange coin there, but by far the best way is doing that weekly heroic strike that actually has that as a definite reward. Now on to Ascendant Shards and Ascendant Energy. Ascendant Shards are what you use to upgrade your legendary and exotic armor. Ascendant Energy is what you use to upgrade your legendary and exotic weapons. So they're definitely important, like I said, especially if you want to level up past level 27 or past level 26 light-wise. You're going to really need to get the Ascendant Shards to do that. Now, what is the most effective way, or what is the easiest way to get Ascendant Shards or to get Ascendant Energy? You could do the raids and the higher level missions. Sometimes you'll nab Ascendant Shards. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, because those missions are quite hard and take a lot of time, especially if you do that raid mission. But if you complete the public events when you're doing the patrol missions on the different planets, every half an hour you will get a public event. And I've noticed that when I do the first public event, or usually the first public event that I get gold at, I will pick up an Ascendant Shard or an Ascendant Energy. One time I picked up an Ascendant Shard, and then I went back to the tower and picked up something from the postmaster for doing that, and I got an Ascendant Energy. So that's one way to pick up some of those items. Another way to consistently do that is by dismantling legendary or exotic gear, armor, or weapons. And I know you might be saying, well, that'd be easy to do if I had some of those to do that. But if you consistently farm, if you go back and do that, and I don't know if you're for farming or against farming, but that is one way. If you farm and end up getting those legendary items or exotic items, you can dismantle them. Also too, right now the Queen's Wrath is going on, and I ended up doing that last night and picked up 4 pieces of war gear, or 4 pieces of armor, and 1 weapon. So I dismantled the 4 pieces of armor, ended up picking up 2 or 3 shards per piece that I dismantled. You also could use your strange coins and buy exotic armor or buy an exotic weapon from Xur on that weekend event and dismantle that. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I like keeping my exotic stuff, but that's another way that you could end up doing that. Now, I told you at the beginning of this video, I would tell you how you could triple your efforts, or triple all these things that you're doing. And I actually got this idea from watching my friend Freak's videos. I'll put a link to his channel in my video description. But he was talking about using other characters that you are working on as kind of like farming things. So I was thinking, you know, if you did the strange coin event with your other characters as well, that weekly mission, and got 9 coins, you could end up getting 27 coins per week and giving it just to one character. Now, I personally personally don't have the time to do that, but if you do and you're really desperate, that is one way to rack up some serious coins. Same thing right now with the Queen's Wrath events. If you picked up 5 legendary pieces of equipment per character that you have, that's 15 pieces. If you scrap those, dismantle them, you know, you're looking at some serious shards for leveling up your character, and you could get to some high light levels. But I don't know how you feel about that. You know, it feels kind of squirrely to me. You know, let your conscience be your guide with that. But I figured I'd put it out there, you know, just so you have that information. Hopefully this helps you out. If it does, I would really appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe for more great Destiny content, and also check out my Destiny video playlist. You can click a link on the screen right there, or go down to the video description and find a link to that playlist there. But guys, like I said, hopefully this helps you out. As always though, take care and God bless.